Right, breaking news coming out of Liverpool this morning. Our reporter Mark McAdam joins us now. So Mark, what is it?
Breaking news, huge news. Jurgen Klopp has signed his third player of the summer transfer window, and it's confirmation of the news we were talking about throughout the course of the week on Sky Sports News. Calvin Ramsay, the right back from Aberdeen, is now a Liverpool player, a hugely exciting young talent who's been tremendous north of the border over the course of the last 18 months or so. He had 39 appearances for Aberdeen, 9 assists, which is really significant for a right back, and just the 1 goal. You see him involved there with the football club, and Jurgen Klopp moving and shaking in this transfer window once again, and from signing a record player in Darwin Núñez to someone else who is very much a part of the future at Liverpool, Calvin Ramsay. He is really, really highly rated. He's been watched by a number of Premier League sides over the course of the last 12 months or so, and 1 or 2 clubs in Europe as well. He's got so much promise, so much potential, and he will slot in perfectly to what Jurgen Klopp is doing. We've seen that Jurgen Klopp wants to sign good, talented, experienced players that are ready to jump into the first team. But another part of that Liverpool philosophy is they sign hungry, promising players with huge potential, and Calvin Ramsay absolutely ticks all of the boxes. What do we know in terms of the deal? Well, it's a £4 million fixed price that potentially could rise to £6.5 million. So there's £2.5 million worth of add-ons, and he has signed a 5-year contract. He's been signed to go into the first team. This is not a player that Liverpool are buying now and thinking we'll loan him out and then see if he can get into our first team in a couple of years' time. Liverpool have the belief that he can challenge Trent Alexander-Arnold immediately and are expecting him to turn up for the first day of pre-season. So what an amazing opportunity for this young lad, who's been speaking as well to LiverpoolFC.com, and he's super excited about this move, isn't he?
Yeah, I'll quote him. He says, "I'm just buzzing, and it's a dream come true, really, to be here. It was a dream come true to play for Aberdeen, and now to be at one of the biggest, if not the biggest club in the world. It's a massive achievement. I'm looking forward to trying to show the fans what I've got. Hopefully, I can come in pre-season, show everyone at the club, the staff, players, what I've got, and then we'll see what happens from there." So it's interesting, like you say, Liverpool doing all their business early. They've got Fabio Carvalho coming in as well. They play Fulham on the first day as well, so that's a nice match for him. It's a bit of a whirlwind, isn't it? I mean, is this business done, do you think, for them?
Definitely not. And what I think this says for Liverpool is that they have a plan, they have a strategy, they have very targeted players that they feel will improve the squad and the football club, and you're seeing very different parts of their philosophy coming out in the 3 signings that they've made already. Darwin Núñez is someone who is ready to rock and roll at the highest level now. We've seen that in Europe, we've seen that at the highest level, and of course he's a club record transfer that could rise to £85 million. What you're seeing with Fabio Carvalho and with Calvin Ramsay is 2 really exciting young players that have a lot of potential. They're very raw, but they're very talented. And Liverpool are renowned for signing young players that can develop and get into that first team. And that's something that's been a big part of what Jurgen Klopp has done since he went into Liverpool. He doesn't want to just sign a finished, made, ready product that can go into the first team. He wants to develop. His coaching team want to develop, and you've seen with the way they've improved players whilst they've been at the football club, what they've done with players. And Calvin Ramsay ticks all of those boxes. He's an attacking fullback. He wants to get forward, which Liverpool fans will absolutely love, because that's what you see from Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold every single week. They don't want their fullbacks to be defenders. They want their fullbacks to be attackers. So Calvin Ramsay fits into that. He's right-footed. He's 5'10". He's technically very strong. And as I mentioned earlier on, the big part of his game is assists. And that's exactly what you get from Trent Alexander-Arnold as well. So a player that's going to get down that right-hand side and put good quality into the box. So that's one of Calvin Ramsay's big strengths.